Lions versus Ravens last night. That gave us an absolute game, but it wasn't as good as everybody probably thought it was gonna be. I think the Lions kind of surprised people with just how physical they were with this Ravens team. I mean, look at that 98-yard drive. Took up like 10 minutes in the first half. That is a drive for a Ravens defense that just defeats you. Because when you have your defense out there for that long, bro, like, it's just, you're not going to be able to do anything. It's tiresome. It's physical. The Lions just broke their soul on that drive. And I think what happened is the Ravens were just so banged up on defense. I mean, they have a lot of injuries that I think a lot of people were overlooking. And I think that's why they've been giving up a lot of points. Now, I know looking at the Ravens this year, you gave up 40 against the Bills. You gave up 38 against the Lions. Two good teams, but we also have seen the Lions play bad this year. They played bad against the Green Bay Packers, but it's like, I don't know, the Ravens need to figure out how to win these games, because Lamar Jackson getting sacked 7 times is just not going to do it. Like, you look, in some of the sacks, I'm like, okay, like, is he holding on to the ball too long? Like, are guys just not getting open? Like, I'm really trying to figure it out, because Lamar cannot be in this spot where he's also fumbling the ball too. Like, now I know it was like, goal line, I think it was 4th down, but like, still, like, you're fumbling the ball. You're giving the Lions the ball back. You're giving them a cushion. You were on the 2-yard line. You're not able to get in the end zone. You get stuffed on the run. Derrick Henry, he threw a pass. That was a terrible pass. Almost intercepted. I don't know. The Ravens looked like they were all over the place. It kind of looked like, to me, that the Ravens just weren't taking advantage of the opportunities and then were turning the ball over. And then what's up with Derrick Henry? Fumbling in the 4th quarter. 2 fumbles in the 4th quarter. He's had a fumble in every single game this year. What is up with that? Out of all the players in the NFL that I would think that would have this problem, it would not be Derrick Henry. I mean, Derrick Henry is one of the greatest running backs of all time. Is a very reliable player in those kind of situations, but it just, I don't know what's up with it this year. Like, does the ball security need to be better? Like, what? I'm not sure what's happening with Derrick Henry this year, but something has got to change with that dynamic between him and Lamar Jackson, because apparently those two were getting mad at each other. I think the Ravens are a good team. I'm not writing them off yet. They're 1-2. It's early in the season. But, like, the Ravens need to figure these things out. They, 1, need to get healthy, but 2, Lamar Jackson needs to figure out how to get rid of the ball quicker. Or are Isaiah Likely coming back? He needs to get back on the field. That is a big part of this offense for the Ravens. Huge part. But, like, when you look at this game, right, it's like, okay, the Lions, outrushed the Ravens 224 yards to 85. I mean, David Montgomery broke out for that 70-plus yard run. Jahmyr Gibbs, he got back to his ways. He was getting on the outside, finding those holes, burst of speed. I mean, the Detroit Lions running attack is truly special when they can get it going. And this offensive line looked really good last night. I mean, it really did. Goff was able to step into his throws. They got Jamison Williams involved very early in this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he showed why he is one of the best receivers in the league. He's one of the best possession receivers. He's a great route runner. He's a very unpredictable player. It's very hard to cover Amon-Ra St. Brown. But, like, I don't know. I felt like, to me, that this was kind of a game that the Lions needed to prove that they could win games like this on the road against the AFC top tier team. I mean, Super Bowl contender in most people's eyes. This was a great win for the Lions. And the difference here, and everybody, it's a pretty obvious difference, is that Dan Campbell in this offense continuously define the fourth down. They go for it. It doesn't matter. 4th and 3, who cares how many yards there is? They're going for it. 3 for 3 on 4th down against the Ravens. I mean, that's going to win you football games. It's risky, but it has high rewards. Like, that's the thing with going for it on 4th down. Yeah, maybe 3 yards, but like, you get it, man. You get a chance to punch it in for a touchdown. And some of the times I was like, yeah, like the one he did early in the game, I think it was like 4th and 3. He goes for it. First quarter, I'm like, hey, maybe you take the points here. It's early, but they get the touchdown, make a statement. Because that's demoralizing as a defense. You get to 4th down, and then you can't stop them. The Lions make adjustments, and they were also able to go point for point with the Ravens very easily in this game. But what killed the Ravens, again, turnovers and just the sacks. I mean, I think a lot of times Lamar could have thrown it away and tried not to make a play out of it, but he can't resist himself. So, like, this was a big game for both teams. And this was one I was looking at, and I'm like, yep, whoever wins this game is making a statement. And the Lions, this was a marquee game for them. They made a statement. They got their mojo back, I think. They can get on a roll. The Ravens, they got a big game going on against the Chiefs. Me and Ash are going to be making a video about that game, so stay tuned for that. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this game, because, I mean, it was a really good game. Like, this game, like, fantasy-wise for me, I mean, this was the game fantasy football for me. I don't know, fantasy football-wise, how many guys you guys had going in this game, but, like, I had DeAndre Hopkins, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I was playing against Jared Goff. So, like, and I ended up winning my fantasy game by 1 point because of that last 4th down conversion that the Lions got when Amon-Ra St. Brown caught that pass. I actually won my game off of that play. So thank you very much, Amon-Ra St. Brown, for that. That was awesome. That was the game I was locked in for another reason. Not because it was just a great, matchup on paper, but like the game was for my fantasy league. That I had to lock in for that. But let me know in the comments, what you saw in this game. Like, what do you think I thought? What do you disagree with on what I said and things like that? But we got more episodes coming for Gridiron Goobers, and we'll see ya next episode.